All right, we're over here today to satisfy an inspection report for a house that is under contract to be sold. There's a Trane unit here, and there is not ample return size in this house to filter the unit properly from inside. So what I'm going to do is install a kit that Trane makes. This is just a standard 14 SEER gas pack. I think it's gas. Yep. And so they make a filter kit. So we're going to come in here and take this coil door off, is what we call it, right there where the coil is and the drain and all. And we're going to install a rack and a nice little door. So let's take a look at that and see what Trane offers that I think is a pretty neat kit. Okay, so here's the access door. That's the model number to the door that replaces this right here and gives you a nice door to open to access the filter rack. Okay, and here's the filter rack itself right here, and that's the model number to the filter rack. So it takes these two model numbers to replace this. So I'm going to open it up and show you what it looks like inside. All right, so here's the side panel it comes with. Nice insulated door. Had one of these before. And here's the rack. Now the way this rack is set up, you can remove, it'll take a 1-inch or a 2-inch filter, either one. So we're going to put 2-inch filters in it, so we're going to take these screws out right there. That one and that one, as you can see, that little divider comes right out. Same thing on this end. Just takes this one little slit out of there, and a 2-inch filter fits there, and obviously that's a little bit better. So let's open it up and look inside. Here's the door. It's a really neat kit. It's got good seals on it and all. And it's just got that quarter turn. So we're going to look inside the unit here first, and we'll put it all in. We had some water in there. The pipe must have been tilted up. Bit of dirt on the coil, not bad. think we'll clean that before. So I sprayed one coat on with this new Calgon. I'm a new Calgon guy. I believe in their products. I like their Foam Bright, which we call Yellow Death, for maximum jobs and engine degreasing, and I like their New Bright on most condensers. And this is pretty good evaporator cleaner. I do not buy into the no rinse thing, so I'm going to rinse it, but I'm letting it soak a little bit. We'll probably do it a couple of times, and we'll put this rack in and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. It's going to take a couple of coats. Let's do it again. All right, so these things are real easy to put in. The bottom one just has a master of the obvious, self-explanatory lip that hooks right over the drain pan there, and just lays right there like that. That's really easy. Now the top one has this little slot right there, and it goes in this way, and that slot slides right over that tab up top there, if you can see it. And that piece is there from the factory in case you're going to add this. And it got a little bit bent in shipping, so I'm going to straighten this out a little bit and it'll go right on there. Okay, and it just hangs on that back tab like that, and then you take this screw out and it goes right in this. So I'm going to put it together and I'll show it to you. Okay, so the coil mount screw, like that one, the top one just comes out and goes right back through that bracket and holds it. So there you have a nice 2-inch rack, because we took these pieces out that made it where it would hold a 1-inch filter, and we're going to use 2-inch ones. So let's get the door on it and we'll put the filters in. All right, we've got it installed, and I'm just waiting on her to drop me off a couple of filters. But you can see the door, pretty nice, and it's just a quarter turn on the knobs and it opens. And of course the slots are there to slide the filters, and it has this little rain hat, drip edge you might call it. So looks pretty nice. I'm gonna have to ask the customer if they want me to cut this off and dig some of this out and put a P-trap here. These pans are not trapped internally, so this is not exactly correct drain wise, but you know, like I said, I'll ask them if they want that done. But they have a nice filter door now. Nice way to change the filter. So a couple of little tricks to wedge that thing in there. It's kind of tight. I think they designed it as if they were going to install it as they built the unit. So I had to pull the screws and kind of get that floor of the top section there to lift up just a, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch. So a couple of little prying tricks on the bottom to pry it up, and it went right over the drain fitting there and worked out good. It's very nice. So I'm going to wait here a few minutes to get the filters in it. They're being dropped off, and we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, I was at a customer's house today, and I was knocking a hole in his brick for a gas line, and we was adding a gas grill for him out back, and he saw me using a just regular heavy-duty claw hammer, and he went in his garage and grabbed this thing, and he said, "Here, use this." And I said, "Yeah, Had a couple, but my guys always grab stuff, borrow stuff out of my truck. And so when I got ready to leave, or got ready to give it back to him when I was leaving, he said, just keep it. And I said, oh no, that's okay, we've got some. And he showed me he had 2 or 3 little different varieties of hammers in his garage. He said, I'm doing less and less work these days, and just go ahead and keep it. I'd like for you to have it. So I appreciated that. You know, so I just thought I'd do a little test here on camera. Now, that thing right there is tougher than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would fly apart worse than that. So, I really did appreciate him giving me that hammer, and now that I've tested it, I think it's a really good hammer.